Hi everybody. So today's video I was asked a great question about neurofeedback and neurotransmitters. So the question was, do I think that neurofeedback is affecting neurotransmitters or simply modulation? And the 100% scientific answer to that is we really truly don't know what neurofeedback is affecting that causes things to change. We know that on the surface we're reading electrical activity, and we know that that electrical activity then changes. But there's a whole lot that happens between those two ears. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information and then let you know that the wonderful Dr. Ed Hamlin is far more experienced in this area and would be great to take any of his workshops, as well as some of the other things that the EEG store offers to get more information about this. So let's first start by talking about this page out of my neuroscience textbook, that every neuron that fires is an electrical system. This is the piece that we think we're probably picking up from the surface, is these electrical activities from each of our neurons. Okay, so that's part one. And then the next part is that each neuron is connected to receptors and places in the corresponding neurons. You can see these are different ways that things get attached. So this is just the precursor to what comes next. Is what happens between those synaptic gaps is neurotransmitters get released. So you can see that in here in the gap, this is where neurotransmitters come out. And the reason that neurotransmitters are released is because of the action potential that runs down the axon and the terminal and then gets translated into a release of neurotransmitters. So if you go back to the beginning, and this is an electrical system that we're reading from the top, and then we think that we are then causing that speed of which the neurons are firing to change. It would follow in a hypothesis that then the neurotransmitters are likely to change as well, because we're changing the speed and different things with which the neuron is firing. But we don't know any of that for sure. It's one of the craziest and coolest things about neurofeedback is it works, but we don't know why yet. Dr. Ed Hamlin likes to postulate a lot about field theory, and I think as we learn more about the brain and energy, there's going to be answers, but truly we don't have those answers yet. So I guess we could put it on Mythbusters, one of my favorite shows, but that's just a little bit of intro information about what may or may not be happening.